On the 1st of September at 6 p.m, I'm releasing my Cozy Cafe collection, as well as a Halloween autumn drop, plus a favourites restock. It'll be the biggest shop update my small business has ever seen, but between now and then, we have a lot of work to do. I need to finish off some of the pieces. There's lots of photography work and content that needs to be filmed to promote the release, but I need to start with a little bit of organising, which is what I do when I feel overwhelmed. So I'm starting by taking these napkins out of this basket because basically I was using these napkins as packaging for my vases, and customers were just getting confused, sending me emails saying they'd received the wrong one, but because they hadn't unwrapped it. And yeah, it was just happening a little too frequently, and I decided to just stop wrapping them like that. But now my packages are kind of boring. Like, they're literally just brown paper, a business card and a thank you note, which I've just remembered I've run out of and I need to reorder. But that's all it is. So I'm going to actually order some of the pastel shredded paper because I feel like just a little bit of that will go a long way to making my branding stand out within the packages. And I'm also just sorting my paintbrushes. I like to sort them into two piles. Ones that I use often and sort of are my favourite brushes. They go in the little cherry pot, and then the other ones are just like my least favourites, and I put them in a different pot.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my small business channel. If you're new here, hi, I'm Elle, the owner of Our Forever Utopia, and over here we sell cute, colourful, quirky, handmade and hand-painted ceramics and clay. Firstly, thank you so much for joining me and clicking on this video because it means that I don't have to spend the day in the studio alone, and it's 3 days for me until launch day. Today is Friday, we are launching Monday, releasing, dropping, whatever you want to call it, my cozy collection, which is my main autumn collection, and also my Halloween drop, which is a few cool Halloween bits that I wanted to release, and then we're also doing a restock of favourites. So it's a bit of a mixture of everything. It'll be the biggest like release I've ever done on the website, like the most amount of stock. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm the most nervous I've ever been, mainly because my Cozy Cafe collection is very particular. Like, I don't think everybody's gonna love it, but I think the people that do love it will make up for the people that don't really like it, if that makes sense, because I'm fully obsessed with it. I'm so happy with how the pieces turned out. It's not a huge collection, but I really focused on a lot of the pieces, and I finished this one yesterday. So this is the toast toppings vase, which looks just like a normal one of our vases. However, the toasts are interchangeable. So it's actually like a little magnet vase, and you can change the toasts around, you can move them. I'm just honestly over the moon with this. I think it's so fun, such a fun interactive piece of art, which I just love it so much, I really do. I will leave the artist on the screen that this magnet vase was inspired by. I think she's called RRM Studios, and she does the coolest ceramic and glass vases of like pond life and fish and seafood and things like that. And she has recently released the most incredible ceramic flowers, which are so beautiful. So I will leave her on the screen, and I'll also leave a link below. And she did, I think it was like a handbag vase or something that was, let me see if I can actually find it. Is that not the most incredible thing you've ever seen? I hope it's focused, but it's magnetic. So I used that as inspo for my toast vase, and I'm so happy with it. I'm very nearly finished the collections. I literally only have a few pieces left to do, but look at my little baguette, little magnet baguette, and my bagel. My little bagel is so cute. It's not focusing. Look at my bagel, my little bagel that's sliced in half. I love it so much. I'm so happy with how everything's turned out. And my little Victoria sponge cake slice with the fake flour on top of it. I'm personally so happy with it, but I'm just scared that, I don't know, is it gonna sell? Who knows? You just truly never know. We can just hope that all the hard work I've put in is going to be worth it. But yeah, I really want to have like a cozy day in the studio today and like finish off the last pieces that I've got to do. Also going to talk you through like how I plan for a new collection, how I market a new collection, and yeah, just the whole process really, because I feel like these process videos for myself watching other people are really satisfying to watch, and I also hope that it's helpful for anybody who has their own small business and wants to see how I release a new collection. Before I do start painting what I do have left to finish, I want to show you a new product. Very exciting stuff. I've wanted to do this for a while, but I'm just so nervous because this is not what I do. I don't do prints, but this print means a lot to me. So this is the new print that I have releasing. It's kind of not showing the colours properly because it's all of a sudden got so dark outside, but it's a rainbow stripe background, and it says it's not all sunshines and rainbows, but a good amount of it actually is. I'm gonna release this on the 1st because the day before that is actually the anniversary of when I lost my first pregnancy, my first baby, my first miscarriage, and ever since then everything about me has changed. I'm not the same person and I never ever will be. And yeah, since then I've obviously had my second miscarriage in April and lost my second baby, and I find it like really hard to talk about still. I think because I sort of feel like I'm frozen in time a little bit at the minute, but I really want this print to be for people who are just going through rough times, or you know, have had infertility issues or fertility struggles like myself. And yeah, I just really want this print to be a reminder that life can be so shit sometimes, but there is still joy in the world, and this print is more so a reflection of my hope that I have for the future. So yeah, I'm hoping it'll resonate with a lot of you guys as well, but it's so beautiful. It's just a very happy print. I'm actually going to do the photography for this print myself. I've got a little frame. I've got this white frame that I got on Amazon, and I'm going to pop it in there and do, I mean, I was going to do the photography now, but it's actually raining, so that's not ideal because we've lost all light, so I might have to wait to see if the sun wants to come back out. But yeah, I'm going to do, I know a lot of people I think use like digital things to just add their print into the photo, but I love like the decor in my house and I kind of just want to use my own photography for it, so I think that's what I'm going to do. I might do a mixture of both, to be honest, but I'm very new to the print game, and yeah, it's not going to be like a main focus of my shop ever because I love my hand painted and handmade ceramics, but I just think it's a nice addition for people. It means that my hands get a rest as well, so fingers crossed we can take pictures of that later today once hopefully the sun comes back out. But I'm not complaining about the room because I do want a nice cozy day in the studio, as I already said. So I think we're just going to get straight on. What I have left to do is going to be kind of hard to show you these, but I've done 2 extra little magnets. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little coffee cup with a pumpkin on, and this one is going to be tiny vase number 1 with a little pumpkin. And then the second one, again, don't think you're going to be able to see it very well, but it's this little coffee cup and it has a coffee bean on it, and again it's a tiny vase, and I'm going to make them into magnets. Then I have 3 little pumpkins left, which I need to do a square vase with, maybe like a nice stripe design, because I've done this colourway. It's like this really dark plum colour with burnt orange, and I love that. It's so, oh, so autumnal, as they say. And you guys might not have seen this if you don't follow me on Instagram, but we have Luna Ghost in pink. How cute is she? Oh my god, I'm so excited to release everything. I'm going to do a square vase with the pumpkins on, and then I have one last set of... I don't even know why I'm showing you this because you can't even see, but this is a second set of tiny vases that I want to do, so that I've got the eclectic set and also I'm not gonna lie, I have no idea what design I'm gonna do for that, so I really need to like brainstorm that. And that, I think, oh, and then I want to do a black transfer vase similar to the one that I've sat you guys on now. This is going to be a second sale item, but I want to do the background black and then put the transfer over the top, just to create a more like dark and mysterious vibe for the autumn collection. And that is the plan. So let's get straight on with painting the last bits that we've got to do. I feel like I'll be able to breathe a little bit, because even though I don't have like a lot left to do for the drop on Monday, I've still just got them looming over me, and I don't think I've ever left it this late until I've actually finished the collection, because then I've still got to take pictures of the full thing. But I'm going to talk you through like my photography process and the packaging I'm doing for this collection and everything like that. So let's get straight on with finishing off the cute little bits that we've got to do.
So a lot of the planning from this collection came from the idea of wanting to do it based around a cosy cafe. When I was in my late teens, I always had this daydream of owning my own cafe. I'd sit for hours making Pinterest boards of how my dream cafe would look. Logistically, I'm not that good at baking. I don't love the smell of coffee, and I wouldn't cope well in a fast-paced environment on my feet all day. But the dream will always be there. Maybe I can do the interior design one day for a cafe. So I wanted my pieces to reflect the dreamy, cozy cafe with my tiny vase magnet and booked for brunch vase, as well as incorporating my stripe vases and giving them a colourway theme, such as the matcha stripe or the hot chocolate stripe.
That is those two finished and drying. I'm so happy with how they've turned out. They look so cute, especially with the little magnets on the back. I feel like that'll just be the perfect little addition to the tiny magnets. And as you can see, the sun has come back out, so I am gonna head downstairs and take some pictures of my print, and then we can come back up. And then I've decided against doing a pumpkin vase. I'm just going to save them, because obviously I do already have Autumn the Pumpkin as a little bud vase, so I'm just going to keep them in case, them little pumpkins, in case I get any more orders for this one, because obviously everything that goes up in my shop, there's not just one available. Most things have multiples available, so I might as well keep them and save myself in the future from doing them again. So it's literally just the tiny vases to do, which I need to design, because I still don't know what I'm going to do for them, but I'm going to go and take the picture now. I'm just about to varnish the pieces, well, the last of the pieces, because everything else is varnished except from these ones. So we have the plum and burnt orange stripe, Neapolitan stripe, this very cute little pumpkin embellished one, like dual pumpkins. Then I need to varnish the background for the toast vase. This one, which is the spell book vase, magic spells and potions, and this obviously needs to blend in with the varnish, because this is glue, because this is a decoupage piece which I'm fully obsessed with. I sourced the tissue paper and I'm so happy with how it's turned out. I feel like it's very effective, so I need to get that varnished so the shine blends in. And then obviously Pink Lunar Ghost needs varnishing, and then just a few little pieces. So we have the croissant, bagel and baguette, and then the cookie, cinnamon bun and Victoria sponge slice, and then also the little mini bookmarks that I'm launching, the paper
paperclip clay bookmark. So we have the little blueberry pancakes and of course a croissant, because what is the Cozy Cafe collection without a croissant? And then I did also finish over here, the magnets are just drying on the 2 coffee cups, but I did finish the set. So let me just pick them all up and I can show you them. So this is the colours that I went for the second tiny vase set. We have, hang on. Sorry about that, could not let the magnets come off when the glue's still drying. But we have this lovely stripe one, again in the plum and burnt orange colours, a spotty one, a cute little bow. This one's kind of like all 3 colours together, and then a little flower, and I'm fully obsessed with that one. That one's very autumnal compared to the eclectic one, which I love them both the same, I think. I mean, obviously this one has my heart because it was the first one I made, and I do love the tiny brunch set as well, but I have the flowers down here. I just have a total mixture of ones that I've collected from different places, and then these ones here are like pinks and oranges, very cute. So once they're dry, I'll be able to add the flowers to them and they'll be good to go as well. I'm going to sit and varnish the last of the pieces. The Autumn Cozy Cafe and Halloween collection will be finished. 6 PM tonight I'll be doing the biggest ever shop drop my small business has seen, and I'll be releasing the Cozy Cafe collection, the autumn and Halloween pieces, as well as a favourites restock. So all the ones you love, the rainbow vase, fruities, everything you can think of should be in the shop tonight. And I've tried to film this about 10 times and I'm honestly losing it. I keep saying the slightest thing wrong and it's not enough for me to be able to like edit it out. It's just like ruining the sentence. So deep breath in, deep breath out, and we go again. At 6 PM tonight, I'm doing the biggest ever shop drop my small business has seen. I'll be releasing the Cozy Cafe collection, the autumn and Halloween pieces, as well as a favourites restock. So all the pieces you love, the rainbow vase, the fruities, and I'm so excited. So let me show you everything that will be available in the shop tonight. I think we did it. I'll probably watch it back and be like, oh, no. This is everything all together and styled because obviously I've just filmed that short form video. So we have all of the autumn up the top here. As you can see, it all looks so nice together and it really is like autumn Halloween. Let me know which is your favourite piece from it all. Honestly, I can't even pick. I'm so proud and happy of all of these pieces. Then we have Cozy Cafe down the bottom, and I finally finished my little paperclip bookmark. So we have the pancakes and the croissant, and they look so cute in the book. And look how nice the mini vases look together. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy with them. And obviously all the little magnet sets at the back there. Look at these two. But that is all of Cozy Cafe. So we have Halloween / autumn, Cozy Cafe, and then second shelf is obviously the new print that I'm releasing, and then some one-off designs and my new Strawberry Cowgirl Romance design, and then obviously all of the favourites will be restocked as well on the website. I'm gonna go make a matcha and sit and edit that video and just check that I've said everything I want to say, and I really overthink my short form content and I don't know why. So
yeah, I'm gonna go and edit it, make my matcha and check that it's turned out how I want it to turn out, basically. I'm gonna move on to before we lose daylight. I mean, we're only on 10 to 5, but I need this sunny daylight to take pictures of everything, so I've honestly only taken pictures of about 20% of everything I'm releasing, so it's gonna be a long night.
In terms of marketing a new collection and making sure people know what to expect and can get excited with you, I usually start posting about it about 2 to 3 weeks before, and we'll continue like right up until launch day. Instagram countdowns are so good, and don't be worried about like how often you're sharing it, because people consume so much media, and if you only post once or twice about a collection, people will forget. I like to do a mixture of process videos like me painting the items or making the clay, and then I like to do styling my products, so obviously putting different flowers in the vases and kind of matching the colours up, so whatever you make you can kind of, it's about showing using the product. And then I obviously like to use trending audios for reels and TikToks and things like that. And yeah, just doing a mixture of carousel posts on Instagram, trending reels. Yeah, and I would say that's how I kind of approach the marketing and getting people excited about the new and up and coming collection. In terms of photography for this collection, because I am moving on to taking some pictures before I lose all of the daylight, I found these like green, I think they're used to actually like bake on or like wrap baked goods with, because it feels just like baking paper really, with obviously this print on. It says like authentic bakery, homemade style. We've got some cutie little bits, and I feel like it just went really perfect with the Cozy Cafe collection. So for all of the little pieces like this, I'm doing the photography with them on this background, and then I'm also going to use this as the packaging because I have quite a few sheets of it, so I feel like it'll be perfect for people to receive the magnets, all cute in the little Cozy Cafe collection packaging. And I feel like I might wrap the vases in this as well. So I'm going to go and take the last pictures for these few bits that I've got that haven't got photography done yet. I was going to get a giant piece of orange card, and I was like, yeah, that'll go with the collection. And I was like, do you know what, I've come this far with keeping my branding very like on brand basically, and I thought the vases kind of speak for themselves, like they are keeping within the collection theme, and I don't necessarily need to make my background like autumn themed as well, which I've done previously. I've been like, right, okay, for each collection let's exactly match it to whatever it is and stuff, and I feel like now I've realised that the pink background just works so well for me and my pictures, and I feel like people also recognise it like when they see the background. So I do use the purple one as well, or sometimes I'll use the white depending on what the design is, but I just feel like people recognise that now from me, so I don't want to deviate too much away from that just because we're heading into like autumn winter and the colours aren't necessarily always going to be like colourful pinks kind of thing, but I still want my background to, even if I'm just like, even if it's the coffee vase, because usually I would be like, oh, this has to be like a white background or a brown background or like something that contrasts the vase colour, but I feel like the pink is just like Our Forever Utopia, so I'm going to keep it as pink, and I'm going to do all the pictures with the pink background, or the Cozy Cafe I'm going to do with the baking paper. I feel like this day has been so long already. 5:20 we're on, so I've still got a way to go before I'm anywhere near finished for the night. Just taking pictures now, the photography pictures for the website, and I often get asked where my fake flowers are from, and honestly it's a mixture of like Dunelm, the range have some really nice ones. That's where that pink ones from, which is one of my faves, and I think them ones as well. Where else? Primark, eBay, I got some of them. So yeah, it's a real mixture. Oh, we're losing one. We're losing one. It's a real mixture of a collection from my fake flowers, and I'll usually just try and match the vibe of the vase with the colour of the flowers, or sometimes I'll go completely opposite if I feel like it contrasts it well. But yeah, I've just got my trusty piece of pink card, and I've got some lovely shadows going on because the sun is kind of in and out in the clouds, but it's producing some really nice shadows, which I love. So I'm gonna get straight on with taking all these pictures. This is what my camera roll now looks like after an afternoon of doing content. So much to go through and edit and upload. I'm gonna be having a fun weekend. I really hope you've enjoyed this video and the whole kind of last final planning day and prepping day before a collection releases on my website. As you can see, I've took my contacts out, put my glasses on, I've just had something to eat. I just had a chicken and lettuce wrap, it was delicious, and I've got my cup of tea waiting for me downstairs. But I wanted to come up and end the vlog so that I can actually... Sorry, I got a memory full notification on the camera. What was I saying? Yes, I wanted to come up and end this video because I'm going to have a long editing night ahead of me. I'm actually going to take my makeup off and get my pyjamas on and sit on the sofa with my cup of tea and have a long few hours of editing. I'm going to be editing probably the whole weekend, and obviously getting the listings up on the website takes so long. It's such a lengthy process, and it's one that I don't particularly enjoy. I enjoy seeing everything all together, but the process of uploading each listing is honestly not the one at all. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it's been kind of interesting to watch. I hope it's been helpful as well. I'm really grateful that you decide to spend time with me in the studio, and the next video will be launching everything that I've shown you today, and we'll do a little packing video of, because obviously it's rare that I have ready-made items for a launch, so we'll be able to pack some things together. Hopefully we can use our new packaging if we sell some of the magnets. And yeah, I'm very excited and very nervous, but it's all part of being a small business owner, really, isn't it? That we've got to go through this, we've got to do this, and we've got to just keep our fingers crossed. And I know you guys are really supportive, and I've found just the best people ever that are so supportive of my business. And yeah, we can hope, we can hope. So that's my night ahead, just editing. If you do have any questions of anything I've talked about in this video, just ask them down below, and I will see you all for release, launch, drop, whatever you want to call it, day.